All right, folks, we are live, and so is our former President of the United States. So we're going to do something a little different. I usually do gaming footage, cooking, sometimes, a lot of times I end up talking about politics, but this time, just stuff here just a little bit. This time we're going to talk a little bit about the history of certain events that have happened to certain U.S. presidents. And no, it's not a cute, fuzzy topic. It's not for kids. But it needs to be said. The quiet part needs to be said out loud. And that is something that I actually had to look up. I didn't just know this off the top of my head, which is kind of rare. I know that sounds very full of myself. Unfortunately, when you spend as much time on the internet and in history classes and other things, kind of learn some stuff. So, would it surprise anyone to know that a majority of how do I put this so YouTube doesn't flag it? A majority of presidents that were almost deleted or were deleted by certain individuals. A majority of them were from the Republican Party. The presidents and the assassins were typically nut jobs. I will state that fact, but a lot of them were indoctrinated by left-wing ideology. The only exception to the rule of Republicans being the target was actually 1.5, and that was Ronald Reagan, because he started out as a Democrat and ended up as a Republican. That's half, by the way. And John F. Kennedy. So, just thought I'd throw that out there, and before people start saying, no, that can't be true, I actually looked up the figures. All right. So, I have here is the Wikipedia page. I know I hate using Wikipedia, but in this particular case, the information is correct. It's kind of public knowledge. No one can get in here and mess with this stuff, right? And if they did, it'd be like blatantly obvious they did. All right, so this is Abraham Lincoln, our first president who got deleted. He started out in the Whig Party before 1856, but ended up a Republican after 1856, right? All right, James A. Garfield. 1881. All right. He actually wasn't killed. This guy survived. He actually died from sepsis and pneumonia after being shot. He was a Republican, and yet they tried to off him. Okay. The next one was William McKinley. Cause of death, outright being, deleted. It was actually gangrene due to the infection in the wound. But again, a Republican. John F. Kennedy, the one solid exception on the list, was a Democrat who was a lot of the stuff that they say in here is controversial about JFK. If we're being honest, though, we all know how DC operates. We all know how politics operate. There's nothing in his thing on Wikipedia that I would say is even remotely controversial. I mean, sure, you could call it some poor lifestyle decisions. That's kind of neither here nor there. You're either a good president or you're not, right? And then you got Ronald Reagan, who, surprise, started as a Democrat and ended up as a Republican. He actually died of old age. This was an attempt. This was not a successful thing. This is going to kind of bounce around. I didn't actually organize these based off of like a time frame. Then you got Theodore Roosevelt, who was a political party. but he was a member of the Progressive Bull Moose Party, which was pre-World War II thing. I should really point out that Progressive back then meant massively different things than it does today. Progressive is kind of complicated word when you get into the historical. When you get into the history of it. So and then we go back here, right? We cover James A. Garfield, Willie McKinley, John F. Kennedy. Those are the ones that did make it out. And then you have Presidents Wounded, Theodore Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan, and Donald Trump. You have other attempts and plots, however. You have Andrew Jackson. We already know about the plot concerning Abe Lincoln. You got William Howard Taft. There was a plot there. Herbert Hoover was president-elect. We know about a lot of people know about that. Harry S. Truman. There was also one involving surprise Richard Nixon. So, and if you actually pulled up all of these names, it would not be a stretch to say that a large portion of them were Republican. As far as actual attempts that led to presidents being injured or deleted, it's majority Republican with, like I said, like 1.5 out of what is that, 6? So on a scale that's it's 1.5 out of 6. That's the lowest ratio you can get because it is like it just is what it is, right? Like the numbers can only go so low, and then you start reaching mathematic realities which are just not happening here. So that means 1.5 presidents out of 6 were Democrat-leaning or Democrat. Majority of them being Republican, that's 4.5 being Republican. Now I'm going to say something that's going to kind of go off kilter. This is terrible, right? And I don't need to. I shouldn't really need to say that because it's just like it's a terrible thing. Political violence should never be tolerated, and I don't stand for it either way. I actually have been in other videos where I have outright said, or at least people that were there not committing violence on January 6th, but the ones that were breaking stuff and destroying property should be appropriately charged, right? I actually kind of stand with the opinion that they didn't really disrupt much. Literally, the confirmation by Congress happened in the same day as the January 6th event. Whether they attempted it or not is kind of irrelevant at this point. It didn't stop anything. They knew it wouldn't stop anything. They just wanted to prove a point, and they proved their point. And the ones that did the like I said, the property damage. Come on, guys. Like was that really needed? Did you need to commit property damage? And I still condemn the cop who killed Ashley Babbitt, who was literally just a bystander at that point. She may have been in the crowd that was breaking stuff, but you could actually hear her in the clips telling people to stop. So that was a bad shoot. It should be treated as a bad shoot, and that's just all there is to it. I mean, I'm not going to say, it's a leftist conspiracy to kill third. That's not what happened. What happened was, it was a bad day for everyone, and someone ended up dead. That's what happened on J6. And there was probably more than a single protester. Well, I don't know about that. I'd have to actually research it. I'm sure there were other complications related to J6 that led to death of people, but it just kind of goes to the point that I'm going to end on this video. it's going to call for the end of the two-party system because it seems to be the most vitriolic thing that has been a problem in our country. I have a feeling that other countries have assassination attempts. I have no doubt that they exist. I kind of gotta wonder how many of them succeeded in places like Britain, who have a multi-party system that's more than two, or Canada or whatever. I kind of gotta ask that question a little bit, but I'll get into that at the end. I'm gonna go back to the main point here, kind of rambling. What is it about left-wing ideology that pushes people to be nuts like this? Like you people on the left realize that Hamas hates gay people, right? Like outright they condemn you. It's actually a tenet of their religion to condemn you. It's like going to an old school, and I don't mean what you consider old school. I mean like 1920s, 1800s era Baptist church and being openly gay. That's what I'm talking about here. You're going to sit here and say Israel's killing people. Yeah, they are. All right. So Hamas, so the United States, so Russia, so Ukraine. That's part of life, sweetheart. You don't have to like it, but it is the truth. We all end up worm food at some point. And that might sound like a good take to some people, but it is the truth. It's a biological fact. It's scientific fact. I gotta wonder, how many assassination attempts we had under how many calls for violence do you get on the right versus the left? I kind of really gotta wonder that, because I kind of feel like on the right they're more conscious of what they say. It's less of an ideology point at that point. I think it's more just if we do something wrong, then they're the bad guys kind of thing. And then the left just doesn't care. They just do whatever the hell they want, and to hell with whatever everyone else thinks, right? Because they're the sweethearts. They're the good boys. Well, some good that does you when you attempt to off a U.S. president. Should also point out that every time a U.S. president has been off, with the exception of JFK, it has led to other things. For example, when Lincoln was offed, from that point onward, slavery being evil was like immortalized and kind of canonized as like 100% permanent in American culture, whether people wanted it to be raw was kind of irrelevant. He became a martyr for that cause. Whether that was the actual cause of the Civil War not being irrelevant, that's what he was publicly known for, and therefore that's what he became the martyr towards. So that's an assassination attempt that did succeed. One that didn't, and an example that didn't was Ronald Reagan, Nixon, and there were a couple of others. But people got to realize acts of violence, uncoordinated acts of violence that do not have any sort of actual moral backing. And by actual moral backing, I'm not talking about Joe Biden getting up on stage and calling, saying, what was that? I just had that pulled up too. We're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye. When you say stuff like that, you push people, you push the person to that point. All right. I don't care if you're U.S. president or not. You can be innocent because of your presidential immunity all that you want. To the public eye, you are public enemy number one. You did that to yourself. All right. I'm not going to defend you, and I don't think anyone else will. This goes for Maxine Waters. This goes for AOC and anyone else who is even remotely come close to calling for violence against their political opponents. When you do this stuff, and yes, I did mention a whole bunch of leftists, because there's a lot more examples of it on the left than there are on the right. There are a couple, but I just can't. I really have to dig for it to find a representative on the Republican side of things that is really called for violence. And you can say Donald Trump calls for violence. He says fight. There's a big difference between a fight and actually trying to delete someone. A fight is trying to win something. Deleting someone is trying to delete someone. You are someone. You're trying to make someone see the game over screen at that point. Fighting for something could mean any number of things. Fighting to win an election. Fighting cancer. Fighting in the WWE, which is actually been less fighting. It's been more called wrestling, but it's still physical contact fighting. Fighting MMA is a good example. Fighting your lawyer over your legal fees. Yeah. So you can see there's like different levels to the word fight. You can try to sit there and say, but it's called violence all you want. This stuff literally uses terminology that has to do with actual active shooting. Using the word bullseye does sometimes have legal implications, but more times than not, to the normal person, when you say bullseye, they think target shooting. And that is not being facetious, that's not being sarcastic, I'm being 100% honest that when you say the word bullseye, they think that someone, how do I do this, hit the target right on target. Yes, they use the ring because it's the only thing that I have at hand. If I'm going to do videos like this, I need to start having props, apparently. Maybe prop education may be a thing at some point. But at what point? And I'm saying this legitimately. At what point at what point do we actually sit down and say, hey, enough is enough. We're getting political violence from one side mostly and not the other, to the point of, hang on, it's probably loud. To the point of really pondering the two-party system. I mean that. And there's something to be said about that too. It's harder for 7 or 8 political parties to come together against one. It's harder for 3 or 4 political parties to come together against one. It is easier for a member of a political party to get radicalized, and this goes both ways. This can go both ways. It is easier to radicalize someone on a political party point when you only have one opposition. This is why I'm against the two-party system. It is a massive security hole, and it could be used against us very much so. And I'm also going to raise another point. We literally have a political party out there that is calling people the opposite political party, and I'm quoting here, maggots. All right. And yes, Republicans call Democrats vermin as well. But Republicans won't usually call for the deaths of their opposition because you can say that the cowards say just enact civility when you're not seeing any in return. It's their version of turning the other cheek, in my opinion. Because words are just words to Republicans. Actions which have just been taken are a whole other story, and I think it's a high time to consider the implications of the rhetoric of the left as of recently, because it's not good. It's not good. Some stuff on the right use some work. I'd actually argue that office holding Republicans are cowards and they don't do anything. They literally do just enough to keep the people who vote for them voting for them, and that's about it. There's a reason. There's a reason their logo is an elephant. Okay, they remember everything. They don't like change, and they don't like to do stuff. They like just enough to survive. All right, as a party, and that has kind of become the trend of a majority of the Republican Party, and it's not a good thing. Really, if you're going to have a political party, you need to have an active political party. Passiveness only gets you so far. And you guys are definitely hearing that air conditioner. I lost the remote for it. I don't want to leave the screen right now. So, gonna say, oh. That I just shut it off. Just like that. Imagine that. Back to the point. I gotta stop and wonder when a specific party has had donators or members or people that have, for the issue of their causes, had people assassinated or attempted to be assassinated at their behest. How many times has that happened before we start considering them a terrorist organization? I gotta ask that question a little bit, because it kind of does leave ponder. At this point, I'm not really saying your everyday Democrats. I'm not talking about the guy next to the diner. I'm talking about the extremes, right? At what point do we start categorizing leftists the same way that the left does the right? Like when do we start doing that? Because that's what's going to happen next. I hate to say it out loud, but we're going to start categorizing people, and it's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but they do it to us all the time. I'm all right. I'm a staunch conservative, but I am officially unenrolled. By the way, that is kind of just how I roll, because I understand that history is fluid. History is set in stone by the victor, which take that as you will. But the future is fluid. I could wake up tomorrow and the Republican Party could be staunchly anti-gun, pro-abortion, and pro-immigration, and pick a thing, and then the Democrats are the good guys all of a sudden, you know? So therefore, unenrolled. Now, I wish I could actually vote in both like Republican and Democrat elections, because I'd actually be the one guy that would vote for the best person out of each one. So we actually have good candidates, not the here's two crap candidates, call it a day thing that we end up with. Just gotta check time here. All right, we're at under half an hour still. I don't like the system the way that it is. Yeah, you're gonna always have trolls that are gonna vote for the opposite of what everyone else is. Those are contrarians, by the way. They exist. Pretty sure. And the CEO of Tractor Supply, please don't sue me. I don't know my name. I'm just going off of some of the backward stuff that's happening in the company, and some of the letters that you put out makes me think that at heart you might have that rebellious, like contrarian spirit that says everyone's doing something else. I want to stick it to them, kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's kind of how you come off. It's not a big deal. Again, please don't sue me. This is just my opinion. I actually really like your store. Believe it or not, your store in my state is one of the few places that I actually enjoy getting snacks at, because you actually have the good popcorn. Let's put it that way. And if we had Natwoods up here that we used to have, well, that they have in Arkansas, they used to sell giant bags of unshelled, salted, roasted peanuts, and I used to eat the crap out of those. Like a 3-pound bag would be like a week kind of thing. And I'm sure you're not supposed to eat them like that, but lots of protein. Anyway, back off topic. Back on topic. Number one, this video is largely a call to stop violence on all sides. I will say that 100%. The violence has got to stop. This has got to stop, or we're going to end up in Tim Pool's favorite, or not favorite, but Tim Pool's listed, constantly said situation of civil war. And the more people promote or push violence, the closer we get. Attempted assassination of a political target. Even if you did get laid flat like a pancake, by I'm guessing the security or Secret Service, and I did see the pictures on Twitter, X. I'm gonna go on a rant about that in a minute. After seeing what I saw, it was most definitely the guy that they listed off as Thomas Crooks. There's a bunch of trolls on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's this other guy from Germany." It's like, no, it's not. You can see what's left of his face. Even average Joe can put two and two together on that one. Trying to decide what kind of bug that is on my screen. I don't want to smush him on the screen because I don't want to do a little smear. It flew, so it is not a roach. It's probably a beetle. We have a lot. Alright, so in Maine, yes, we have roaches. But we have more beetles in the part of Maine that I live. The biggest population problem that we have is mosquitoes and ticks. So I was actually more concerned that it was a tick. Anyway. I don't want civil war. I don't want World War III. I don't want nuclear Armageddon. Do I prepare for these things? Oh, sure. You prepare for all sorts of stuff. But it does mean that you want this stuff to happen. The idea is that you're ready in case it does, but you're not promoting it, right? You're not condoning it, you're not egging it on. Man, the lighting in this room is terrible. You see a reflection off my knuckles, makes me look all shiny. That keeps up. Actually, we need to go get a different lighting source, but I will deal with that on my own time. Political violence has to stop. All right. Trying to delete people that you don't agree with because they might very well be in office for 4 years. No. There's a reason we have term limits on the presidency. The presidency does have the power of a rubber stamp in the Oval Office. But here's a reality for you, and I'm going to put a little reality check out there for the rest of the country. Your president has only so much power. It's called checks and balances. Supreme Court and the legislative, that's your judicial and legislative branches, by the way, they have more power than the presidency alone. Now we're talking about two co-equal branches of government versus the executive. If the Supreme Court tells you you're screwing up and the legislative tells you you're screwing up, you're probably done. All right. So to all of you morons out there, and this is going to go for people on the right. Yeah, Biden's destroying our economy. He's a terrible fucking president. I could pick a few other things to talk about, including his piss poor record of, the 1994 crime bill that actually led to more crack cocaine usage in minority neighborhoods, which I'm actually strongly against just doing stuff like that. I think it's despicable and just terrible shit. It was used as a ploy to shove and shunt basically crack cocaine and corrupt policing to arrest black people who may or may not have been guilty of these things. And they spent years and years in prison, therefore making a fatherless population, causing issues that just snowballed worse than they were before. That did not need to happen. And Joe Biden is right on the top of that list of people responsible for it. So just remember that. Also remember that he's the same guy who during his presidential bid beforehand plagiarized a speech and also said, and I quote, "If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black." That is President Biden. So don't come with Trump's racist stuff. The guy you voted for is like 1,000 times worse on that point. And you can actually actively look this stuff up. The clips are all over the place. You can find it everywhere. You just got to go look. They even have old C-SPAN footage of him signing the 1994 crime bill. They have old news footage where he actually got disgraced for plagiarizing a speech of some guy from Europe. So, he's a liar, he's incompetent, and, back when he was in office as a senator, he at least had the benefit of, yes, he was a liar, but he was somewhat cognitive. Now he's just not even there. Like we all see it, not stupid, right? And hey, I'm gonna say something. People ain't gonna like it. I'm gonna say it. If Donald Trump didn't survive this and the Republicans did not have another standout, my next vote's going to go for RFK Jr. Because I'm not voting for Biden. And that's the thing people got to realize. I am not voting for Biden. I do support a lot of what Trump stands for, but I'm not voting for him as a person. Do I care about some of his past misdeeds? No. Do I care that he may have screwed a hooker? No. Do I care that he paid for an NDA, which is a perfectly legal thing to do, and a lot of politicians do it? In fact, I'm sure if you dug through Congress and the Senate, you'd probably find more than a handful of paid-for NDAs that were for like prostitutes, strippers, bad things that happen that they don't want to come to light. It's a normal part of American politics, period. It sounds scummy because it is, but it's also not illegal. I'm also going to quote J.D. DeLay here. The reason chomos are being protected in prison is because, the system's full of them, right? You don't want to, people don't want to hear that, but it's truth, and it's on both sides. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me twisted. That's on both sides. When you vote for one, you're voting for, you're voting for the same thing. And that's just the way that it is right now. The only way to fix that is to not vote for them. Problem is, the guy that they put up next to him to vote for is just bad. A lot of the times. Like, if we were to have like a God level background check, right? Like you know everything that person's done, summarized in a nice little paragraph, so you can see everything that they've legitimately done, skeletons in the closet, everything else. You would actually probably see that, with the exception of maybe a small handful of people in DC, and I do mean a very small. Like you could probably count them on your fingers and toes, kind of thing. Maybe a couple more limbs would be required, but like it's sub 200 easy. With the exception of that sub 200 number, a lot of them have a lot of skeletons in their closet that they don't want people to know about. That goes for Schumer, Pelosi, Graham, pick a person. All right, I'm sure there's a lot of things they don't want people to know about. Everyone's got their secrets, all right? So going on Trump about him paying for Stormy Daniels, I really don't care if he did it or not. As a Christian, I do, right? Like I'm sitting here like you need to consider the value of your relationship with God at that point, right? But as far as it affecting the presidency goes, just another thing for him to deal with, really. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just something that takes like 2 seconds to deal with without okay. And as far as your other presidential duties, those 2 seconds really negatively impact presidential duties that much. Well, obviously not, because we had 4 years of him in office, and we had one of the better economies we've had in recent years. So, yeah. And I can say that with fact, because I live in a state that went from like $3 to $4 in gas per gallon under Obama to like $1.50 $3.50 to about $2 a gallon. And now we're back up to about 3.5 to 4. And that's why I like the prices of food and gas is, they can be tampered with by corporations, but I'll lay a little truth on you for a minute. Corporations, the reason your prices go down when a Republican is in office is because there's less regulations. And those regulatory costs are why your prices go down. And that's the thing that people don't like to see. It's also not constitutional too. I do need to point that out. It's the same thing with Joe Biden and the student loans thing, right? And it's just scummy. But it's done in a different way. Republican presidents loosen regulations, which in a lot of cases they're bending the rules, not outright breaking them, like Joe Biden did with the student loan forgiveness thing, where the Supreme Court outright said it has to be done by an act of Congress, which it does. And I would encourage not loan forgiveness, but a committee to reevaluate student loan cases. Not mine. Mine is actually pretty good. I only have like $5-ish grand left to pay on it, and I've been out of school for like what? Good Lord! It's been 10 years. I totally just aged myself for a second there. But I have heard stories, and I've actually seen bills of friends who have gone for higher degrees than just automotive repair. Yes, I have associates in automotive repair technologies, is what the course was called. I did a welding course as part of that, and welding for me has kind of become a hobby. And at some point, we might get to the point where I have the camera technology as kind of a hobby to do welding for a YouTube channel. But for right now, it's going to be politics and video games until I get until I get enough followers and people watching, which I'm the only person watching this right now. Apparently streams don't get very good traction when you're starting out. So also my lack of consistency is atrocious. If I was consistent as Tim Pool every night out there, I could potentially. And having guests helps too. I could probably have a pretty sizable following, but right now it's just kind of me talking about this stuff. But I kind of hoping YouTube doesn't censor this or blacklist this video or anything. That's why I've been trying to avoid certain words. Because I kind of want to raise the question to the rest of the world: is the two-party system really the way to go? Because it is vastly easier to be indoctrinated into violence and hating your opponent in that way when your target is one party, and there's not like three other parties that have similar views, but maybe they have some minor differences. Because then you have a group of people that you could fit into, right? Now, I'm not saying I want like 30 people on the ballot for president. That's not what I'm saying, but like would it really kill us that much to have 4 people on the ballot and have the other two be just as prominent as far as like advertising and rallies and getting the message out? Would it really be that bad to have the other two candidates that are straight up legit candidates? Would it really hurt our election cycles to have that happen? That's kind of my question. I'll leave for y'all to debate in the comments if anyone watches this after I post it. My channel doesn't do that great. That's why I'm writing a book. That's why I'm developing a video game. That's why I'm getting into welding and doing other things, because really I don't see YouTube being that stable of an income for me. And if I'm being honest, and this is not a... Well, it is partially jab at YouTube's higher ups, but my opinions on here would not be well supported. And I don't mean that to mean that like I can't say I would call for violence, because if you're a pedo or a chomo, I'm absolutely going to advocate for someone meeting in a dark alley somewhere. I can't say that. I literally can. Like as far as being honest is concerned, I cannot say that. Right? But that is more based on my own personal prejudice, not logic. Right? I can separate personal prejudice from logic, but when it comes to that topic, I gotta be careful what I say. Because YouTube. But most of you who have common sense know what I was about to say. Like you know people who have this point of view, and you know what I'm going to say. JD DeLay had it pretty well put out on a lot of his videos about that stuff. And I think what happens to them in prison, I think they need to be in Gen Pop. I think that the guards need to look the other way. And that's my opinion. That's not really the justice system talking. According to the justice system, the crimes have to be punished according to what is perceived to be their perception of kind of a Full Metal Alchemist attempt at equivalent exchange. When you commit a crime, you have to pay for it in roughly the same amount. The problem is that roughly the same amount figure has on some crimes gone too soft and on others not soft enough. For example, the child support thing, I don't think that should be a crime per se. I don't think a man or a woman should lose their driver's license because of stuff like the right to freely travel between states, and in some states you have the right to freely travel between counties. Well, hey, look, back in the day it was horse and buggy and horses. Well, nowadays it's cars. So we allow people to own AR-15s and other modernized guns as part of the Second Amendment. You're allowed to use the internet as a part of the First Amendment, and you're allowed to post what you want, which is kind of complicated because a lot of places that you post videos is considered public domain, but also a private organization that owns it, which is why I have to be careful what I say on YouTube, because while they themselves might not be directly a politically controlled entity, they still have a platform, and despite what Section 320 says, they do have the right to police their platform how they see fit. At some point, there's a line where you become an editorial and you're no longer a platform, right? But that is a conversation for the courts to have, not me on YouTube. That's a waste of time. If it got to the point where I had the money backing and the ability to take it to the Supreme Court so we could find that line, right? I would be more than happy to blow like a year or two on figuring that out just to have my name attached to it, because that line needs to be set. I do know that there is a government involvement standard involved with that, which has a lot of people kind of cocking their eyebrows about YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Well, no longer Twitter, because Twitter's kind of owned by Elon Musk and has been lately kind of giving all the governments the bird. But more or less. But I do have to wonder what level of censorship is acceptable for these private platforms on a legal basis according to the First Amendment, as well as what level of contact with the federal government, and when a suggestion becomes a wink, nudge moment. When does the federal government saying we suggest that you do this become the stark realization that they're actually saying you can either do this or we're going to drag skeletons out of your closet kind of thing. That is kind of where I'm at on the situation. Look, I said it once video, I'll just repeat it. I have no doubt that Zuckerberg says skeletons, right? Everyone's got skeletons. I've got a couple. You know, like I mean, mine aren't that major. I don't stand for piracy. I think it's not okay. But when I was a teenager, young and stupid, I downloaded a couple of illegal songs, and I smoked a little bit of grass as a kid. Sure. But I don't think I don't think that using people's past like that to negatively influence the rest of the people that are using a product should be an acceptable standard. I think that should be that should not be tolerated at all. The morality of someone who makes something, even if it's something really good, should not come into question, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is, look at nuclear power, look at the nuclear bomb. Albert Einstein, most celebrated physicist in history, basically. Those bombs killed a lot of people. I hope people realize that, and I know this video is going to get absolutely shadow man, and there's a reason I set it up for not kids. But you fucking people, you gotta start thinking. You gotta start thinking with your heads, and stop thinking with your dicks and what's between your legs. Oh, I said dicks. No, sorry, YouTube. I meant to say your heart's not. You gotta stop thinking emotionally and stop thinking with your pecker or whatever you have between your legs. You gotta stop thinking with your genitals and your emotions and start thinking with your logic a little bit, because right now, if we were actually having logical discussions, the Democrat Party never would have nominated Joe Biden if we were having a logical discussion. Ever. If all sides were involved with who was going to be president of the United States in any real legitimate facility, the Democrat Party rep or nominee, and I'm not talking this year, I'm talking about when he won 2020. It would have been some plumber or steel worker from like Pennsylvania or something, right? Because realistically, if all of America, if all of the American citizen base, which should be the only people voting for our president, should be the only people voting for our federal government, period. If you are a naturalized citizen, or if you are in someone who's gone through the paperwork and done it the right way, I think there's a lot of room to have a discussion about felons too, because I don't think felons should be banned from voting. Sorry, that's my opinion. And that has nothing to do with politics. I'm also of the mind that nowhere in the Constitution does it say that felons should not own a gun. It actually says shall not be infringed. Since when, just because they're a felon, they're a person, they should have the right to defend themselves like everyone else does. And hey, fun fact, if everyone's got a gun, you're going to have fewer felons. Just put that out there. It's a good check and balance on itself. Yeah, you might have a couple more casts rotating out, but we look. There's a certain fallacy, and I forgot the name of it. Like you're going to sit there and say that something wouldn't have happened or would have happened if something else had happened, right? But it didn't. There's only really one exception to that fallacy, right? And that is mass shooters would not take as many bodies. I can't use that phrasing. Mass leaders would not be able to lead as many people if everyone in the room is armed. Right? Like obviously there are some people who just can't harm. The little armed kid who can't even really hold his pencil up, he's not going to hold a 9mm. Just being blunt. The psychopath in the back of the room who's sitting there listening to like Biscuit shit and is jamming out and is threatening to off like her delete like half of the school. Obviously, you need to. He needs counseling. He needs help, but you need to not take him to the range like ever. Or end up with a situation like the Chris Kyle thing, which was tragic in all regards. That was so sad. That goes to what I keep saying about mental health. Mental health, social support, and I don't mean that as in like social security, government stuff, and stuff like that. Although in some cases it might be required, like if they're an active threat. what I'm actually talking about is like from your school, your friends, your neighbors. Don't confiscate stuff, right? Like if you know your neighbor is going through a brutal divorce, walk over there with a nice fat thing of Folgers or Timcast or the quartering coffee or pick a coffee, right? Go over there with some beans and a coffee pot if they don't have one. Set it down, set up coffee mugs, take some biscuits, right? Like get some nice fat buttermilk biscuits or some cookies or something. Sit down with them and say, hey, I know you're going through some shit. You want to have a cup of coffee and have a talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing gay about it either. I get so fed up with this thing that men checking up on men is somehow a bad thing or it's gay. It is absolutely not. It's actually a necessary part of a functioning society that people keep track of and help themselves. That's why even as far back as the biblical writings says, love thy neighbor as thyself. I every day do a mental health check. I sit in front of my mirror and I literally verbally on a list go through everything that I'm thinking to make sure none of it's out of line. Right? You do. I would do that for my neighbor. Whenever my neighbor swings by to run his mouth a little bit because the other neighbors are driving him nuts. That is not me. I don't dismiss him. I listen to what he says because sometimes that listening, that moment of listening, right, keeps people from going to jail, keeps people from doing something stupid, keeps people from self-deletion, and it's really just that simple. Like we wouldn't have half the violence problems in this country if people talk and listen in the correct way. People want to talk over people. People want to overdo stuff. This video is stretching on for an hour long. I'm going to say this one point and wrap it up. But part of being a good neighbor, part of being a good family member is checking in on your family, your friends, your neighbors. All right? If I can't use their names on here, but if the guy at the end of the road, closest to the bridge on the road that they live on, totally don't know his name, right? If he just lost like a family member or two or something, I'm gonna go up to his door with a thing of blueberry muffins, assuming he's not allergic to anything. Hopefully he's not, but I would absolutely go up to him with a thing of like muffins and say, and some like Dunkin' Donuts coffee or something. Say, hey man, do you want to talk about anything? Are you doing okay? Right? Like that is how that works. And by the way, I can't use this example because I have permission to use this as an example. My grandmother used to work for this guy who. Now, bear in mind, it was volunteer work. She didn't get paid. Her idea of getting paid was petting and loving on the pooch. Just last year, he passed away. Right? So, every neighbor in this area, right? Like immediate neighbor, when they heard about it, it was like Grand Central Station in this house. All right? It was... Everyone was checking up on her, making sure she was okay. Make sure everything was going all right, which it is. I've made real damn sure that it has been going okay. Actually, later today, if I can get over some emotional, personal stuff, I have to go out and mow lawn. But we need to have a long, hard talk about the violence in this country. And I'm not just talking about the violence that just happened, but as a whole. Everyone wants to label it off as gun, domestic, car violence, alcoholic-induced violence. They want to put all these labels on it. It really just boils down to a word that we all need to... We all need to confront and deal with this word violence. We need to go back to the days when politics was just that. You marched for your guy on the day that you voted, and then went back to being life as usual. Part of the problem in this country is that we have mentally unstable people that are mainlined in the main system. We don't have the support networks that we used to, and the support networks. By the way, before I get too far down the emotional rabbit hole calling for nonviolence, I'm going to say that a lot of the institutions that we used to have were actively used for violence against people with issues by a lot of people who abused the system. I'm not saying that didn't happen. But we need to figure out a happy medium here because we got bodies hit the floor that we don't need to have. All right? In my state, I don't know if this is true for every state, but my state has been below replacement rates on childbirth for a while. And people unaliving randomly is not helping. Okay? People want to get on this trend about mass shooters and all this other stuff. Or, sorry, mass leaders. You can't say mass shooters anymore. Yeah. We'll have to have a conversation with you about that one. How are we supposed to discuss the issues when we can't even bring up the issues? You know, kind of removes the point of even having this platform as a whole. But like. And I'm going to say it. I will say it. In the federal government, you guys are a friggin' disgrace. You don't do your jobs, and when you do your jobs, it's all political motivations, or somehow trying to separate the American people from each other. You disgust me. And the sooner you get your houses in order for the American people, which needs to happen, the better. That or you need to lose your funding, congressional and senatorial approval in general, and the president needs to fire every last one of you, and you need to start from scratch. You know who you are. And I'm talking about the feds that were marching with what was that called? Patriot Front or something like that? Yeah, I'm talking about you blue and tan boys wandering around wearing Fed clothes. You think we don't see that? You think we don't know who you are? Real conservatives don't wear masks. Stupid. The only reason we wore masks in COVID was so we could go buy toilet paper and food. Think about that for a minute. Think about that for a long, hard minute. And, headphone warning. Fuck Cholos!